So the XC90 is available today to drive, so I will just take this today because my car is just so dirty on the inside and such, so I really need to clean it. But I thought maybe do a range test. Haven't seen a lot of these, and I also think it's funny to do this myself. Then I want to put it in pure because that is gonna give us the longest range, and it's also gonna put the suspension in economic mode. And also the air condition, as we can see, it's on eco now. Nice to have the 360-degree screen here. I think this car got a 7 or 8 kilowatt hour battery, so it's not a lot, and the range really depends on the season. You get worse range in the winter, of course, because the batteries are cold and such. And today it says that we will have 36 kilometers of range, and you also get this nice graph here where you see the blue is electric. So as long as we see the blue here, we are fully electric, so we'll see how it drives. Also keep in mind that this car here is a 2016-17 model, so they will probably improve the range a little bit on the newer models. And also looking at the mileage, this is actually now out of the warranty period, 4,000 kilometers. My phone connected automatically to turn on the music, but so the front mic on my phone just gives out a really bad noise, so a lot of the clips that I filmed was useless, but I was talking here about that the car had 104,000 kilometers on the odometer or mileage. So also in terms of battery degradation, you will see a little bit of that, of course, but otherwise I don't really remember what I was talking about here, so let's just skip this. So driven now for 9.5 kilometers, almost 10 kilometers or 6 miles, and we have 24 kilometers left, or 50 miles or so. So when the needle is behind that white line, that means that we are regenerating and giving more power back to the battery, and when we're going like this, we're using the electric motor. And you have electric range with the engine within the blue line, as you can see, and this line can be lower if you drive in hybrid, and also when like the battery is range or the use or charge left in the battery goes down, that line will also decrease, so you don't have as much power. And if you gas up so much that the revs or it goes over the blue line, the engine or the petrol engine will kick in automatically, seamlessly. In here we have Oslo actually, and this is the Oslo fjord. And here we have a bit of socialist Norway, getting more and more of these ones. You have to pay to go past these barriers. Half price if you drive electric, normal price if you drive a normal gas vehicle. I really hate those kind of limitations. So driven for 18.2 kilometers, 27 minutes. We can see on this graph here that we are somewhere around 250 to 200 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer, which is okay for this car, but otherwise that would be probably a little bit high of usage. But we have 14 kilometers left. Actually, when I turn off the car it said 17, so I'm not sure why it drops down to 14, but yeah, it will be interesting. But I won't do the testing one run at a nice location, so why not take this little nice dog out for a walk. right? Yeah. So this is Oslofjorden that I was talking about, and we can see Oslo there in the distance, and also the famous Holmenkollen, the ski jump. So we see 20 kilometers now, and we have 15 kilometers left, and if the battery is around 7.5 kilowatt hours, and we are averaging 250. I'm not sure about the scales, but if you're averaging 250 kilowatt hours for every 100 kilometers, that would calculate out to around 30 kilometers out of range. So yeah, or maybe the battery is a little bit bigger, I don't know. But of these hybrid cars, I also think that maybe the batteries and such will have some degradation, but otherwise I think it's almost a good thing for the drivetrain, because the electric engines they take the low end torque, and they can take a lot of beating at a lot of torque to like get the car rolling. And then when the car is rolling, you have the petrol engine that then takes it forward, so there's less stress, I believe, on the engine components on the car, so the drivetrain maybe will even last longer compared to a regular petrol engine. So yeah, just one of my thoughts at least. Control now, and the Router actually picked up bikes as well. I didn't know that, but it's just cool to see. But we don't have too much range left now, only 6 kilometers, and we have driven now for a fairly high 26 kilometers. So that battery is empty, or is indicating empty, but it still haven't turned off yet. But we are at 31 kilometers. There the petrol engine turned on. We can see that the line went down, and 31 kilometers. So now the petrol engine is on, and we can see that we don't have any blue line because we don't have any battery, as you can see. But 31 kilometers, I think that was good range, and we can see that we was averaging around 250 kilowatt hours for every 100 kilometers. So so by my calculations, and what I think is true, is that the battery is around 7.5 kilowatt hours. So that would make sense when we look at numbers. And I have gotten much higher, not much higher, but I have gotten longer range out of it. And also often I get much lower range